And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Athletics. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boo. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway. Getting the nod on the mound, Joey Estes. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
The 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Estes makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Here's the Guardians lineup now. And a big factor for them in recent games, Will Brennan.
Well, he's been a very consistent performer this year. And, man, when you look up and you're in the top 5 in batting average in the American League, tell you what, that raises your level of confidence to keep it going and try to finish in that picture or maybe at the very top. He's been spraying the balls all over the yard. We're going to keep our eyes on him in this one.
Swing and a foul straight back.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here's Jose Ramirez. And a foul ball. Way outside, and it's 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And that one is downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike. Ramirez swings and blasts one deep to right field. Pulls it in on the warning track. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
And first offering is fouled off. Santana went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a ball popped up. Geloff nabs it, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. And now the Athletics offense gets its first shot here. No score. Back here with my pal Siggy and today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber.
Well, Boog, something of interest to me is that this guy's really struggled when working out of the stretch, pitching with runners in scoring position. So the key for him is to attack hitters, try to get ahead in the count, and limit allowing runners on base. And if he can do that, I think that will help him to avoid those situations. Now, at some point, he's going to have to deal with them. And I think it's just one of those mental things that he's going to have to overcome.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. 1 up, 1 down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Shea Langoliers.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
Just missed. And that one misses up and in. And the count 2-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2-2.
Swing and a ball popped up. Freeman. And there's 2 down.
Batting third, right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
2 outs, base is empty. Lawrence Butler digs in now. Right through there for a strike.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it.
1 strike.
He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
That misses, and now it's even 1-1.
1-1.
2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-2.
Two down, nobody on. And there's a ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, stepping up for the Guardians, David Fry. Estes back to work. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Hit in the air, right field. Butler makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting 6th, catcher,
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Naylor with a homer in his last game. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Now he breaks his bat. On the run, sends it over to first. Out. Nicely done for the out.
Batting 7th, center fielder, Lane
2 down,
Thomas.
base is empty. Lane Thomas, the next to hit. 2 for 9 so far in the series. That misses.
1-0.
And that is ball 1. No score here in the second. And that drops in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the power hitting catcher, Shea Langoliers. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Inside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting 5th, second baseman.
Zach Geloff up next for the A's. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. That one's in there. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-2.
Got him. 1 away.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1-2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Langoliers leads off first with 1 away. Next pitch
2-2.
way upstairs. And that
Ball.
just misses.
Full count.
There's a swing and a drive. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. The relay, save. And now second and third with 1 gone.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Gio Urshela to the plate. That one inside. 1-0. And there's a ball.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Out there to center. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 2-0.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
So here's Brown at the plate. Laser could be trouble. Here comes Urshela around third. 1 run is in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now it's going to be Esteury Ruiz right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
No ball.
Traffic on the bases with 3 already across bottom half of inning number 2. That one missed. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 on, 1 out. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Just missed. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. 2 outs. That one the other way. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We played 2 full. It's the A's 3 and the Guardians nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Tyler Freeman.
Foul ball.
You know, these Guardians definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Freeman tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went around. Ruled a swing. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Swings through that one for strike 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
1 out, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So the Guardians lineup turns over, and here is Stephen Kwan. Out to short, Wilson. Throws to first, and the inning is over. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now, Lawrence Butler. And first offering is fouled off. Butler, in his 2nd season, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. So, a foul ball makes it 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one just misses. That's off the mark. Full count now. and there's a rocket into the outfield.
Now that is
So a man at
catcher,
first,
Shea
and next will be the cleanup
Langeliers.
hitter, Shea Langeliers. That's too
Ball.
low, and that's ball one. Well, Chris,
One
through the
ball,
early
no
stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Runner at first with no outs here. Bieber checks the runner, and he's
safe.
back in easily. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are
One
really
ball,
aggressively
two strikes.
building their bullpens. The pitch. Not
2-2.
close with that one, and a count now even up. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kwan under this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra
Now batting,
bases for sure. If the
second
pitcher's his
baseman,
friend, he'll give him a second to
Jack
catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And first offering is fouled off. Butler stands at first with one out. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Brennan on the move to the alley. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's two away. This is J.J. Bleday. 1-for-1 with a double and a run scored. Just off the inside edge.
1-0.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Way high.
2-1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. That is the inning. The A's strand one, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check
for
out the latest
Cleveland,
news from
right
around the
fielder,
league.
Will Brennan.
Out to short, Wilson. Sends it across to
That's an out.
first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. Jose Ramirez bops one out. His second home run of the series. It's 3-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
One down, and here is Carlos Santana. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for Cleveland, the
David
designated
Fry
hitter,
digs in
David
for the
Fry.
Guardians. Flied to right his first time. Late swing fouled off. Man at first, one away. Slice the other way and foul. And that one gets past the catcher. And now a man into scoring position. To the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Bo Naylor getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Fouled off. He was late. Runner at third. 2 away.
Ball.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. And Naylor swings through that one.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Ground ball left side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. The run scores from third, and it's a 1-run game. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
No ball. 1 strike.
And he hits a ground ball right side. They get the force. Third out, and that ends the frame. So 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the A's 3 and the Guardians 2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Baseman, Gio Urshela.
In the air to left center. Kwan heads after it. 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Kyle McCann.
Next up for the A's, Kyle McCann. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. A's leading by a run. And that one a little below the knees. And 1-1. And strike 2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. And that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And the batter now, Seth Brown. There's a strike.
0-1.
That one fouled off. 0-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Freeman. They get 1. On to Santana, 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 4. It's the A's 3 and the Guardians 2.
There's a river in a valley headed towards me. My coolest got my head back and it flowing.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters are performed up to this point. Estes back to work. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that's a base hit.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. You'll take those bloop hits off the end of the bat all day long. It doesn't mean you put a great swing on it, but hitters deserve to get a lucky hit every now and then.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Brian Rocchio. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Tap foul at the plate. Estes picks over. Freeman back on a dive.
No.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swung on, belted. On a dead sprint, racing back. Hits the fence. Freeman headed home. The relay throw. Slide, save. Back even, it's 3-3.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And now, Stephen Kwan. That one ripped. Makes the grab. One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Will Brennan, 1 for 2. And right back to the mound. Throw to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered here in this one. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're dialed into the show. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Paul Sewald.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Ruiz up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1.
You know, these A's doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there's one down. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. 0 for 2 in this one. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
And that one is lifted in the air. Brennan hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Now here is Lawrence Butler. He's 2 for 2. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Strike 3 went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. And 1-2-3 go the A's. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
Carlos Santana.
sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Joey Estes out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Dylan Floro. He comes on for the 35th time this year. And now David Fry. Yeah, that's fouled off. And it's quickly 0-2 the designated hitter. Activity in the bullpen. Tyler Ferguson up and loosening in the pen. McFarland, the lefty, warming up as well. Next pitch is outside.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Bounces off the wall as he makes a great grab. Throw cut off to first. Tries to get back and save.
Excellent play out there, and he does it in a huge spot. That wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it, so that could have been a really different outcome.
So up next, Bo Naylor. Swings through that one. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Ball 1 there. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. Here comes Lane Thomas. Having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. 4-3, they take the lead.
Well done, drives in the run. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field, so that definitely felt good.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And it's into the gap. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 5-3.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Stepping in, Ryan Rocchio.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
In the air, right side. Butler pulls it down. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Hit in the air, left field. Brown brings it in, and that's the third out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Guardians 5 and the A's 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Swinging a foul straight back.
Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's
a ball.
off the inside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To third. Ramirez sends it to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman,
Zach Geloff up next for the A's. Sewald, 34-year-old vet.
0-1.
He joined the team as a free agent. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. The Guardians up by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. And now 1-2. Got him swinging. And there's 2 down.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustrating.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We're through 6 full. It's the Guardians 5 and the A's 3.
Now pitching.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Michel Otañez.
His first test will be from the left side, and that's been a struggle for him this season. They've been seeing him pretty well and doing some damage against him.
Brennan
No.
stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Next offering is in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Two.
And
Ball
there's a
3.
ball.
He should get a pretty good
Full
pitch to
count.
hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose
And up next for
Ramirez.
Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. He's already homered in this game. And ball 1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Up
Ball
and
2.
in, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball there. Brennan aboard here at first with nobody out. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. The throw into second. Safe at second, and he gets back in.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Michel Otañez won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, TJ McFarland.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
David Fry now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And that one fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swings through that one.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Next pitch is outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the top half of inning number 7. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
2 on, 2 outs. And that one lifted in the air center field. And that's the 3rd out. So a strong showing here from the A's bullpen. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Guardians 5 and the A's 3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sam Hentges.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Urshela lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Next offering is down low. And that's in for a strike. Line drive and foul ball. Next offering down in the dirt. Stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And now the first baseman, Kyle McCann. Misses inside, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Tying run at the plate. Pop up here, third base side. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now one away. Next up for the A's, Seth Brown. On the ground, could be two. Rocchio at second for one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Guardians 5 and the A's 3.
See, every time you see me, I got something new.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Lane Thomas.
McFarland back to work. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Tyler Freeman digs in now. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Brown makes the grab, one away.
Now batting,
next to hit,
shortstop,
Brian Rocchio.
Rocchio.
And there's a foul ball.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
And that one inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. A bunt, and it's right in front of the plate. The throw to first, and that's an out on the sacrifice.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. And time called prior to the 0-1. Man on second, 2 down. That pitch clips the outside corner. 0-2 now.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks him. No big deal.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Langoliers gathers, goes to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Guardians 6 and the A's 3.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Cade Smith.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Ruiz in the box now. No balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 away.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Wilson, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That one misses, and the count is 2-0.
Down.
And a strike. Fought off foul. Payoff pitch. The other way. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
That's outside. Ball one. Smith.
One ball,
He's kind of
one
a
strike.
prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough
1-2.
spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. One out and a runner at second. That's
Ball.
off the inside corner. Now 2-2.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Got him swinging.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
Misses. And the count is 1-2.
One ball, two strikes.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And down on strikes he goes. That K is his 3rd of the game. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Guardians 6 and the A's 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Ferguson.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle in plenty of time to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting.
And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. On the ground to third. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the Guardians DH, David Fry. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. That one not close. And that's ball 1. Ferguson, 31 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2015. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
Now batting. Catcher, Bo
So 2
Naylor.
down. So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Two outs. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
In the dirt. Swings and misses. That ends the frame. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Guardians 6 and the A's 3. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Emmanuel Clase.
Now pitching.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Geloff leading things off and takes a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And that drops in for a strike. Goes down looking for the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday. In there, and it's 0-1. There's a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
One down, base is empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Outside low. Going to count 1 and 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Hit on the ground to the right side. Santana steps on the bag. Now only 1 out remaining.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Urshela stands in now and watches strike 1. And that's outside. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one misses, and that's ball 2. Just off the inside edge.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
The A's down to their final strike. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. And now the first baseman, Kyle McCann.
First baseman, Kyle McCann.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. And now 2 aboard. So digging in, Seth Brown. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Ball 1 there. With the tying run at the plate here in the last half of inning number 9.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. So now the DH spot, Esteury Ruiz. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And that'll do it. The Guardians win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum, but at home you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus because those fans are expecting a lot.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Blood